Welcome to an evening with Kate Boggs.
Holla.
I love it. Okay, so first I need to know all about that cup.
Oh my gosh, isn't that the best cup in the whole world?
It is super cute. I mean, who doesn't want to drink in a pineapple cup?
Girl, I bought 2 of them because I was like, listen, when I find my best friend, we'll just match.
And until then, you've got a backup when one's in the washer.
Yes. My heart. Yeah, that's it.
You may need a third just for when you find that other person.
I'll find some of my stocking for Christmas. Yes.
Oh my God, I love it. So, okay, so let's start talking about you a little bit.
All right, so just like go for it?
Well, okay, so, you know, we are featuring you this week because obviously you've like showed up on the Sew Trendy radar. So welcome. And okay, I spied on you. I know you like saw me spying on you that one day when you're like, why is Tara all over my
No, I was like, yes, Tara.
You're like, I see you spying on me. So I was on your website and I saw that your little story there about how you've, found photography. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I mean, absolutely. So I went to school. I went to USF to be a elementary teacher. And while I loved the idea of it, it just wasn't my driving passion. And lucky for me, I got pregnant with my husband. It's cool. And I bought a camera, and that was literally like the end of it. So I actually did things kind of weird. I started with weddings and then decided that wasn't where I wanted to go. And then migrated all the way into doing families, maternity, couples, all of that stuff. Where I am now.
Very nice. Yes, that was my dog. I apologize. Like I said, this is super casual. We're doing casual. Cheers.
Yep.
We're gonna pause for just a second.
This is fine. We're totally fine.
OMG. Okay. Okay, here we go. We'll edit these parts out.
Oh, but these are the good ones.
Maybe. Okay, so wait, that part you said you wrote down, my name is Kate. You have that part. Okay. So we're good with that?
We know my name, so I know we can all take a deep breath here. It's fine. Didn't forget that part. But I can tell you where I was born because I had to write that one down as well.
Yeah. Where were you born?
I was born in Massachusetts.
Oh. You didn't even have to reference your notes.
I know. Girl.
Impressive.
I know. See, I tucked that Boston deep in my soul. I let her out every now and again.
It's like you have journalism right here.
Yes. See? Exactly.
I can tell.
I hold it dear.
Okay. Talking about how awesome you are.
Oh my God, thank you.
So, okay. You came like you're like all of a sudden this year you're like coming up out of nowhere. You're just like, here I am. And like I know this was one of your goals this year. Mm-hmm. So like what exactly did you do this year or like in the last year or two to hit your goal? Like what were the things that you did to accomplish that? Because I know other people really want to do the same thing and they're like going to look at you going, how did she accomplish that? Like what did she do to get there?
For sure. Okay, so I have a ton of things, and my answer might touch on a couple other questions that you might have later on. So, okay. One of the biggest things was I stopped being scared. It's terrifying putting your work out there, it's terrifying.
I've been a photographer too, so I know.
Right? Okay, so yeah, it's terrifying, and because you're vulnerable, so you have to open yourself up and put it out there. And I got to a point where I basically found my voice this year and I said, forget it. Like, I'm going to just do me and I am just not going to care what anybody else thinks anymore. Because at this point, like, if I can't be myself and shoot the things that I want to shoot and how I want to shoot them, my clients are going to want to come to me because I'm going to be a carbon copy of that person, but I'm not going to be Kate, you know? And that was my biggest thing. This January, my goal was just to close my eyes to everybody else around me, everyone else's work, I should say, but open myself up to opportunities and to make my voice known, you know, by posting more, interacting more, conversing more. And not only that, but like small businesses and stuff, like everybody who is a small business, they need that boost too, just as much as I need the boost. So if I can reach out and say that your product is incredible and make your day a little bit better by knowing that somebody who values that is telling you how amazing your work is, I'm going to do it. So that was one of my biggest goals, was to make sure that you knew and that your company knew that you changed my photography goal and how I view my own photography. So that to me, that was a huge, what changed, why I became more known in like the Sew Trendy groups and everything, was I decided to just say, forget everything else, and I'm gonna let you see who I really am. I want you to like me for me. That, and I got an amazing group of friends, and they push me and they tell me that I am amazing and that I should just do it, because what's the worst that will happen? Someone will say no, and then you keep doing it, you know?
And being supported by people that believe in you is
amazing. Oh my gosh. It totally trumps like a negative thing. Having so many people who support you and believe in you and have faith in you and all of that stuff, and having one person be like, nah, but having that big group of amazing humans who just love you is amazing. Yeah.
Well,
so
that is awesome. So, okay. So you started having just faith in yourself in your own work, and you know, putting yourself out there, and what did you tell yourself? Because, you know, as a photographer, I've been there where you're just like afraid. You're just like, okay, I don't know. I can't put that out there because people will not like it, or I don't love it, or it's not perfect, or, you know, there's always something that you're telling yourself. So what did you tell yourself?
I told myself if I loved it, it didn't matter. Aside from my clients, as long as my clients trusted me and they knew that what I was doing was telling their story. And that's like my biggest thing, was very rarely do I call my pictures pictures. I call them memories. I call them moments. I call them stories, because that's what they are. They're stories. I'm telling your story. You are giving me the opportunity and the gift to be able to lay your story out from beginning, middle, and end. So that to me is like the biggest, that was how all of this came about, was by doing that.
That's a really key item to remember, I think, for other people, is just telling yourself that, because everyone gets so hung up on the image not being perfect.
Absolutely. It's one of those things where I totally learned from, like, I think I said in one of my posts, I was like, you know what, I am proud to be a mom tog. Like, that was how I learned, and I totally value that. That was how I began, was being that typical, like, how everyone makes fun of it, like, oh, you're a momtographer, all of that, whatever bad stigma that goes with it. Like, I embrace it.
Why is that?
Right? I am good at it. And not only that, but like, why is it a bad thing? I get to capture my baby's memories and your baby's memories and your memories. Like, that's an amazing gift to have, right? An amazing job. So fine, call me a mom tog, but I will own it. And I am a damn good mom tog.
And so many start out that way.
Right?
Like, if you read websites, like, I mean, probably, I don't know, at least a third of the photographers that I've met have started around when they have children, because it's just an easy segue.
Exactly. Yes. And not only that, but you're doing it anyways. You're using your iPhone. Like, you're doing the steps to, like, learning and to seeing, and typically, you know, good light. Like, you know, sitting in front of a window with your iPhone is going to give you a good picture. So you're already kind of cultivating all of that, you know, and now you get to just channel it. And that's amazing. That's an amazing talent and a gift and a hobby, everything. It's amazing.
Yeah, so I love that you own it, because so many like have that, like,
right?
I don't love that.
It is like a negative stigma, and it's a sad thing, but I'm here to say, own it, like, enjoy it. Yeah, you are. So what? Be it. It's cool. I'll hug your face. It's fine.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, I will. Come here, let me hug your guts.
Okay, so as far as like the Sew Trendy piece goes, and maybe other companies that have been involved in your business, you know, what else has changed your business? Like, you know, I know you utilize Sew Trendy gowns. I don't know how long you've been using them, but you know, how has that changed your business for the better, or you know, what was the transition there, or what other companies have also, you know, benefited your business for the better?
Okay, so that is like the best question ever, and I love it. So, okay, the Sew Trendy gowns alone have totally transformed my business because I get to offer my clients this amazing luxury that most other photographers either don't have the funds to be able to do it immediately, or they're not able to have like that expansive of a closet, or the clients don't want to spend the money just for their one time, whereas for me, I get to build my closet and give that to them. Like, it's almost like a gift, you know? Like, some of these women, they wouldn't be able to do that. They wouldn't be able to talk themselves into doing that immediately, because it's an investment, but that's exactly what it is. It's an investment. It is a very luxury and beautiful, this timeless piece that you are giving. Okay, I'm gonna just let everyone know I wrote things down. I had the best, like totally the best thing where I was like, they're going to print this like all over their page. So what I said was, hang on, I gotta make sure that I say it right.
Word for word now, word for word.
Seriously, hang on. No, okay, it's somewhere in here, but it's fine. I'll just give you like the thing and then we'll feed off of it. It's cool. So, okay, what I said was, Sew Trendy gowns, when I compare them, when my clients, because they'll come to my office, they'll try the gowns on, we'll kind of talk about what they're looking for, what their vision is, and typically, if they come in and they say, absolutely no to red dresses, I'm like, put a red dress on. The minute that they say, absolutely not this dress, I'm like, put it on. Because 9 times out of 10, it's this, they internalize all of this. So like, I don't look good in this style, I don't look in this color, but the minute they put that dress on, like, they're transformed. And do you want me to tell you, this is what I wrote, when the minute they see themselves in a Sew Trendy gown, they revert back to their wedding day. That minute,
Really?
yes, the minute that they see themselves, it's almost like this, like awe washes over them, where they don't feel like amazing. They don't have the glow. They don't feel like they have the glow. They don't feel that. But the minute they see themselves in a Sew Trendy gown, they have that moment again. That moment of like, holy cow, like this is like the last time I felt this way was my wedding day.
Well, and because let's be honest, during a pregnancy is not the time you actually feel glamorous.
No,
like on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, movies, they definitely are not. They're not very keen to how we really feel, let's be honest.
It's not really the best time, like at least it wasn't of my life.
No, see, I had this whole dream. I'm like, I'm going to wake up every day and dress amazingly. Oh my gosh.
I'm going to look so cute with this little teeny baby bump. No, you're not.
Girl, I was like, hey.
Give me another extra value meal.
I would like some more Oreos.
I'd like some more ice cream, please.
See, it's like extra sauce.
And then I go to the doctor that week and they're like, you gained another 15 pounds this week. I'm like, how is that possible?
That's when you go, oh my God, that baby. I don't even, what is happening?
You know I'm eating for 6.
See, there you go. Yeah. He is planning this takeover when he comes out, so he has to be ready.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know how I gained all that. Yeah, so I hear you. I mean, it's just, it's one of those times where you just don't feel pretty.
No.
So anything you can do to help them is amazing.
Seriously, it is. And like I keep saying, but like seeing themselves, and I think the best part too is like in my office, seeing them try the dresses on is amazing. But then the minute, like I almost, this is gonna sound so creepy, but like I wish I could FaceTime my clients while they're looking at their pictures, like just so that I can see their reaction. Because don't get me wrong, their messages afterwards are incredible. Like 10 times out of 10, I'll get a message like, I didn't know that I could look so beautiful. Or
like Like the viewing part?
Yes, seriously, because to see their genuine, like I said, my clients are amazing. I call them my tribe. They're my tribe. Like, I take them, they're mine. I love them. I become part of their family. Like, I check in with their kids. Like, that is my jam. I love them. So I wish I could FaceTime them to see their genuine reactions, because they would just be amazing. Like I said, they message me and I know that they love them, but to be able to see someone's genuine, like, oh my gosh, would be amazing.
I think you need to start FaceTiming them. Like, I think that needs to be a thing so that, like, you can see the reaction.
All right, Tara, game changer. I'd high five you, but knock my computer over.
Yep. And maybe get this software so you could record it.
I'll have to call you again. You can help me figure it out.
Yeah, I got it down now. So, hey, we're
perfect.
good.
See, you're pro.
I know. I can do it for you. Just fly me down.
I was gonna say, you want to come to? I live in Florida. I mean,
I know, dude. I'm all over it.
Oh, come in the winter.
Yeah, because it's kind of humid in the summer, right? Yeah. Yep. I trained for a marathon once in Orlando, and I'm like, never doing that again.
The weather, and then everyone smells like hot dogs.
Oh, what?
Because people smell, and it's hot, and you're sweating, and like Disney today, I'm like, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. Everyone smells like a wiener,
It's that kind of stink. Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. If we had smell-o-vision right now.
Oh, yummy.
You're welcome.
Yeah. It's okay, I don't shower either, so. Yeah. We're even. Yeah, even Steven. Okay, so actually, curious about the moodiness of your images and the editing. So, have you always had that editing style? And because I know, like, people get really curious about editing styles, and like so many people have this like bright and airy, look, and now the trend is kind of going towards the more moody look. And like, have you always had the more moody look, or have you taken that on kind of more recently, or like, what's your inspiration for that?
Okay. So no, when I first started, I was definitely more heavy vignette and lots of saturation, because that's what we did.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just like everybody. So yes.
The over-edited image, just like everyone else.
Yeah. I totally did that. I was there, and then it transitioned definitely to the more like muted with
maybe some matte.
Matte. That's what I was gonna say. Was a matte? Yes, with matte. Like, I transitioned into that because I went with the flow, and I definitely did what everyone else was doing, and then it transitioned more into rich colors, like undertones of red and the shadows and all of that. Like, that was where it transitioned, and then I kind of went out of that a little bit and tried the whole light and airy. It's not my jam. I am in love with it, and I think that people who achieve it are amazing, and I absolutely like value how they do that. It is not, I can't, like, I feel like I look at it and I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't look right to me. But it's because it's like, it's me, but I see someone else's and I'm like, how do they do that? Like, how do they achieve that? Because to me, when I do my image, I can't tell. But okay. So last year I did 100 days of summer, and I took a picture every day for 100 days of the summer. And that, girl, yes, it was the most amazing, like, life-changing, photography-changing thing that I've ever done in my life, because it made me shoot different, because I didn't want the same thing every day, so it made me not only leave my freaking house in the summer, which is like, doesn't happen in Florida, but I shot everything, right? I call it like Northerners' winter is like our summer. Like, we stay inside. We don't leave the house 'cause it's so hot.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, I did that, and that definitely channeled like my editing. It brought me back to the whole deep and rich and dark and moody. You asked like what my inspiration was. So this is going to sound crazy, but bear with me. My inspiration is time. So the whole idea behind moodiness is you're capturing the emotion that's in the picture, right? And the emotion that's in the picture is encapsulated, all of that by time. So sometimes in certain like moments, time moves slowly, right? So you get the whole wind in the hair, all of that. That's like a slow movement for you where you just feel it. You feel it pouring over you. Whereas then you get other times when you're spinning around in a circle and it's really, really fast, right? So the whole idea behind all of my images is just capturing that time for you, capturing that moment, whether the movement is really fast or the moment is really slow, whether you're slow dancing with your husband while your kids are kicking water, or whether you are playing when you're on the Rosie with your girls, whether you're taking that moment and you're rubbing your belly, any of those, I'm capturing that moment. That's the moodiness behind my picture, is the moment, the time, everything. I
like that. That's very cool.
Thank you. I had to really think about that one because I was like, what does drive me? And I was like, you know what? Like looking through all my pictures, that was it. And so yeah, that
makes sense. I love it.
It does, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my big thing this year. So this year I really buckled down, and like I said, I stopped comparing my work, which I'm only human. Obviously, it still totally happens. We all go through it, but I kind of tried to not compare my work to others. And I was like, you know what? Why does this image move me? What about this image moves me? Is it the tones? Is it the sunset? What is it? How do I want to highlight that? What do I want to highlight in the image? And that's what I did. So that was my, thanks, babe. That was my driving factor.
That's really great.
I really hope that a philosopher isn't like, that makes no sense, because that would be terrible.
But you know what? It's all up here, so it doesn't matter what they think.
I like you. You see, you get me. Thank you. Yeah.
It's up to them to like. It's up to you to think what you want, and so what they think, it doesn't matter.
No, see, and you're right. That's the biggest thing is like just believing in yourself. You trust your work, you love your work, then you do what you do.
Right. So with that and your inspiration and like, you know, not really caring as much what people think, have you had like a super embarrassing moment where you did kind of care too much what people thought, or things mattered too much?
We definitely all have those moments. I mean, won't lie.
Even at Sew Trendy, we've had embarrassing moments.
I mean, okay, so I want to hear one of yours first. You have
Okay, so like, for example, we were at the, which show is it? The Utah Fashion Show? I think that was the name of it, last year.
Yeah.
We were debuting the Tessa gown, which is like the shimmer gold, and it's got rose gold. We've got a couple different colors. And we did not have someone on our team back there because they were going to let us know when it was coming out.
Yeah.
But they failed to do that. So they dressed the person and they put the dress on backwards.
No freaking way.
Yes. So then the commentator was like reading and like making up some stuff because clearly it didn't look right. And so the split was in the back. And they're like, and conveniently there's a split in the back for when you need some air. And we're all like, oh no! This is not okay!
Oh God!
It's like when you need air!
or if you just so happen to be going to the hospital and you need a back entrance.
Like, what?
Oh God!
Yeah, that's like top. Like one of the tops. Like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's like, okay, so thanks for sending that out on the runway.
Like, well,
on the
so that was wrong.
Catwalk. Yeah. So that went well.
That happened.
We're gonna sell a lot of those. Yeah, that was.
That's when you guys run out like April 16th. Happy April 16th.
That was a good week, I tell you.
God, that is. I'm impressed. That's a good one.
Yeah. So I don't know. Do you
want me to segue something?
Do you ever put on your splits backwards?
So
Just
I
for
don't.
air?
But if you follow me on Instagram, I for sure model every single freaking dress that I get. I bought a fake belly and everything.
Do you have a big belly?
I do. A full on silicone.
Those are great.
Yes, girl. I mean, listen, that has been like my favorite thing I've ever purchased in my life, ever. Like,
They're
forget my
so
cameras
fun.
and my lenses. I try on every dress and randomly. So listen, it's awesome. This just goes to show how crazy I am. So the door, like someone will knock on the door, and I'll be normal, right? Like I'll just like have my normal clothes on. I'll go into the door, and I'll talk to the person or whatever, and then the door will ring again, or has rung again, and I'll go back out and I'll have the belly on, and they'll look at me, and but they can't say anything. They can't be like, "Are you pregnant?" Like, what am I gonna say?
You just weren't pregnant like 10 minutes ago.
I swear. Girl, listen, when I was pregnant, there have been multiple times, because it's so hot here. It's so hot. I'll be sitting in my office with my pants off. And, like, UPS will come to the door, and there's a window right here, like, where my door is, so I'll have to, like, hide under my desk. I was like, oh, God. He's going to see I have no pants.
Do you not have air conditioning?
So we do, but it's still. Listen, when you're pregnant, you run like 1,700 degrees hotter than you normally are.
Okay, just checking. No judgments. No judgments. I mean, if you don't want to wear pants, you don't want to wear pants. Okay, so let's talk about your family.
Okay, I love that talk. Let's do it. What do you want to know?
So, okay. How old are your kids?
Okay. So my kids, I have a 7-year-old boy, and his name is Beckett, and he was our first, and he's amazing, and he's so kind, and sweet, and shy, and just like he's the one who, when I'm in a nursing home, he'll come and visit me and make sure that I have the food I want. Like, that will be Beckett.
Aww.
Harper, my daughter, she'll be 5 in August. And she's the one who will be like, hey, Mom. And I'll be like, oh, you're calling to hear how my day went? And she'll be like, no, I just wasn't sure if you wanted, like the stuff that you handed off to me when you were moving out of your house. Like, no, okay, bye. I'll see you at Christmas. Like, that will be Harper. Seriously. Like, legit.
Super sensitive.
Like, she is amazing, and she is going to change the world one day, I say, because she's so stubborn, and, like, she knows what she wants, and she knows how to get it. Like, she's smart, you know? Yeah, Like, if you see, like, I said my picture.
Just like her mom.
Yes, girl. Have you seen her, though? Her sassy self? She has these, like, overalls, and she's got curly blonde hair and blue eyes. Like, she is one of those,
She's got it.
Yeah, seriously. Like, I know that everyone thinks about their kids totally, and I totally feel that everyone's kids are like that. So that's why hopefully everyone can understand how I'm so enamored with mine, you know?
Yeah, well, of course.
Right? See? Yeah. She's my muse. Like, she is my muse. That is it. She's the one that if I want pictures done, she's always up for it and easy. I'm like, spin.
Oh my gosh.
And she spins. She's amazing.
Yeah, I need one of those. I don't have a muse.
Girl, but she's getting to the age now where I'll ask Beckett and he'll be like, no. And so she'll look at him and be like, I don't want to go either. And I'm like, right?
Yeah, that's when they hit that age and they're like, I'm tired of pictures. And I'm like,
what is this?
But then they look at pictures and they're like, oh, we love looking at these. And I'm like, yeah, except for now you won't take any. So guess what? You're going to have this big block of no photos.
Yep. And not only that, but
you're welcome.
How are you going to look back when you're in your, like, 30s and be like, oh, look at my teeth or whatever. Or like, oh, no, look at my zits or my terrible haircut. You won't have those memories.
Yeah, because you didn't want to take any.
Exactly. Now we have nothing to laugh at. So, your problem.
Yep. So sorry.
Okay, so yeah, that's Harper. And then I have Rowan, and he's my biddy. He is, oh my God.
Is he the one that was sweeping the floor today?
Yeah.
Or yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, send that one over here.
Girl. He makes just as much of a mess as he cleans. It's almost like a tornado. You know, like I go behind him and clean it up, and he's like, no, Mom. No, Yeah. He used to carry around
so
a big
cute.
broom, and then he hit us with it or joust, you know, like he'd be on his walker and hold it like this, and he'd like run into you and like.
Hence the small broom.
Hence the small broom. Although it's wood, so I don't know if it's worse or better because now when he whacks you with it, I'm like, great, I have like a huge welch from a giant wooden broom. Cool.
It actually hurts.
Yeah, people are like, my husband's gonna think that he beats me because I have giant wooden marks all over my arms. But no, it's from my 1-year-old. He really loves me.
No worries. No worries.
No, it really is. It's fine. It's this guy over here. Seriously.
So when you got into photography, it was when your oldest was born.
Yeah. Yep. So
okay, so you've been in it for quite a while.
I have. So kind of. So like 7 years ago is when I definitely like dove headfirst into it. And I didn't really start a business until like maybe I did the wedding stuff. So I worked for somebody for a little while, like 2 years. And then I got pregnant with my daughter. And then that was kind of like maybe a year after her. So 2014. That was about when I started actually
like really
like taking workshops, realizing that in order to go further, I needed to invest in myself. And that was actually when I first bought my Sew Trendy gown. So when you mentioned, you're like, I don't know how long. It's been a while. So like, what, 4 years, somewhere around there, almost 5 years. Yeah. So I was there when you guys were only on Etsy. Like that, I was there.
Oh, wow.
Right? I know. Mm-hmm.
So as far as like, you know, mentors and people who have inspired you in that way, who would you say were the biggest leaders in your, you know, whole business as far as like the direction of your business and growth?
Okay.
As far as like just all over, like either in your photography or in the business side or you
whatever,
know, mentoring or workshops or whatever.
Okay, so it definitely changes. Like if you would have asked me this question 5 years ago, I would have said like Meg Bitten. You know, like she was for sure like one of those leaders in the industry where her voice was known. Like if you saw a picture, you knew it was Meg's.
Yes,
like that was it.
Agree.
You know, and I mean, still to this day, like she has a very distinct style, and it's like amazing in this industry because she's known for it. You know,
and you can spot her work. Absolutely.
Yes, exactly. See, and then maybe like a year later, it was Chubby Cheek Photography. I don't know if you have heard of her. Yep, Shalonda Chaddock with Chubby Cheeks. She was another huge one for me because her sets were incredible. She had these amazing like ice cream mini sessions and hot air balloon sessions and just these incredible like setup. Yes, so nostalgic. Like it like made me want to take those pictures with my kids. So it was another huge influence for me. And surprisingly enough, she is now one of my closest friends. So that's kind of a cool,
that's awesome.
Like full circle, right? It's kind of a cool full circle. But I was like, I kind of like was obsessed with you, and now we're like friends. I didn't become friends with you because I'm obsessed with you, but
it just worked out that way.
It's fine. You love me and you know me now. It's cool. So it was for sure her, and then it kind of migrated to like Sarah Hill Photography, all of them. And Blissful Maven, she was a huge one to help me kind of like migrate into the more moody and like really digging deep and the whole wanting to tell a story in my image versus just taking a picture. I wanted a story. So she was a huge one, and now it's the best part about this community is that you become really close with all of these photographers. So these photographers that you mentally would think that they were like unattainable, you couldn't talk to them, they were these high and mighty people who didn't want to help you because they were so high, and you realize now that they are these incredible women who all they want to do is boost you up and help you. So the coolest part is that now my mentors are actually my friends, and that is kind of an incredible, right? It's kind of an incredible thing, like a huge circle. It's like why I keep saying that they're my tribe, because it's such a nice feeling to know that if I have a question about something, they're not going to look down on me. They're going to look at me as their equal, and that's kind of an amazing thing. Which is why I'm so open to, like, if anyone has questions, I want to help you. Like, let me help you answer them. Because when I first started, I didn't have that. I had the whole, you know, nobody wanted to help somebody else. Whereas now I want to help you. Let me help you. But you asked who my people were. I will tell you, girl. Are you ready? Yes.
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. I think I heard Hudson do a drum roll, so I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally ready.
All right. So like Twyla Jones is a huge one. Her
Oh,
work
yeah.
is incredible. She is amazing, super talented. Sarah Driscoll is another huge, amazing photographer. She's super talented. Stephanie Tetrial with Sweet Beginnings by Stephanie. She is amazing. Jody Buckles, she is amazing. Stormy Solace, she is like, all of these women are amazing. And you mentioned that the whole like deeper and darker and richer colors and more moody were definitely coming to play, and they are like leaders in that. They are incredible and open and honest and willing to help and just like amazing.
And like we talked about, having a really wonderful support team that
Yes,
believes
girl.
in you is like key.
That's it. Yeah. That's
And
like your foundation.
it
That
really
honestly.
is.
Yep.
And like great leadership, I can't stress enough that no matter what it is you're doing, great leadership is so important. So whether you're independent and you
Yep.
have great mentors, or you're in a business and you have great leadership leading you, it's just so key. And I'm so happy to hear that, because that is, I think, what really helps make people successful. You know, I see so many, we hear it like all the time, you know, so many photographers fail within the first couple years of trying to attempt their business. And I really think it is, at least in my experience, it is because they either attempt and they don't get support, or they don't have it from their family, or they try to go to different routes of mentorship or you know, workshops, and they don't get the support that they want or that they paid for.
Yep.
And I've seen it so many times that, like, I feel like if you go the right route, you get
amazing, abundant.
you get great people. You just don't know what you're always going to get when you're new in the business. And so it's really nice for, I think, people to be able to come to some like sort of video like this and hear who's great.
Yeah.
You know, and who really is supportive, because they don't always know.
No.
You know, and like they might see like, you know, a whole bunch of names in a group, but not necessarily know who's really going to be supportive out of all those people.
Yeah. And who's helpful. You're right. You're right. Who's going to be there and have your back when you have a question. You're right.
Yeah. So I think that's wonderful. Like, I think it's so great, because that's, I mean, I don't know, like, whenever I hear of like women not supporting other women, I just feel kind of defeated. Like, why? Like, what's the point? You know?
One thing that everyone says is the whole, like, there's room for all of us. And that, to me, is one of the things just, like, keeps repeating in my head, is, like, there is room for everybody here. There are enough clients and friends and, like, mentors and people who will build you up in workshops, all of that. There's enough for everybody. So, like, jump in. There's no reason to be scared or nervous or any of that. I mean, obviously, they're natural to feel that way, but 9 times out of 10, if you jump in, like, you will find that person or that tribe or that group of women or something who will build you up, you know?
Okay, so in regards to your family and having a small business, have you had any challenges, like, as far as like childcare and that kind of thing? Or like, do you do both? Like, how do you do that?
Okay, so
Are you Superwoman?
Oh my God. Oh no, I left my shirt at home.
Oh, I knew it. I've still never seen the both of you in one place. So
I'm not saying we're the same, but I'm not saying we're the same.
I hear you, because that's what I was thinking.
So the way that everything works out for me is I have a great support system at home. So my mother-in-law and father-in-law both stay home. So my father-in-law actually played baseball. He played for the Yankees and the Red Sox and the Devil Rays. Yes. So he is retired now. So him and my mother-in-law stay home, and so if I ever need anything or anything, they're usually there, which is amazing and super helpful.
What was his name?
Wade Boggs.
I'll have to ask Ethan if he knows who he is.
I mean, he went to the Hall of Fame, so he might know who he is.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, no.
I might need an autographed ball.
Lucky for you, I know someone.
So, Kate, what kind of words of wisdom would you give any photographers coming into the industry at this juncture? Sounding very professional with my words.
I liked it. I like that word.
But because it's kind of flooded, you know, with some photographers, but there is space for everybody, like we talked about. And
Yep.
so what would you say to someone coming in now versus, you know, 4 or 5 years ago? Slightly different. What do you think?
I would say find your voice. Like, that is a huge thing. Find your voice, and once your voice is known, like, you need to just grow and build on that. And that goes with the whole finding your tribe, and then once you find your tribe, find your, is it niche or is it niche? Niche?
I think it depends on what area of the country you're in.
Okay, well, I am here in Florida, so guessing.
So we usually say niche.
Niche, right?
Yeah, but I think some people would say niche, so it's fine. We don't,
Niche.
you do you. You do you.
Yeah,
girl.
that's right. Niche. Niche. I just covered the whole category. All right, so
Woo.
find it, cultivate it, and like hone in on it, and then you just expand on it. Like, that is a huge, and don't compare yourself. Another huge word of wisdom. And the biggest thing that, hopefully, if you found a mentor, they absolutely should be pushing this is invest in yourself. Like, I'm not saying go and drop $5,000 on a camera, because the camera, as we know, is not what makes the photographer. It's the photographer that makes the camera. So take that money and invest in workshops, invest in your client closet, invest in your editing software. Those are all huge things. Workshops, invest in workshops, because that is where it's at. Like, YouTube is amazing. I am self-taught from YouTube. I did not learn in high school. I didn't go to college, obviously, to be a photographer. I learned from YouTube and from Pinterest and from blogs, and I studied every night, all night. And that first big jump into logging in and signing up for Clickin' Moms and dropping that $75 to be a member there, it was huge at the time. That was huge. That was a big gateway for me. And then it just grew from there. And I mean, workshops are like, that's how I found out about Sew Trendy, was from taking a workshop. Having a mentor, having a photographer mention that brand, and having, like, me idolizing her and having her say that it's like attainable. Like, you can go and buy this amazing product and offer it. That was the biggest thing for me. And that's my words of wisdom. It might not be what everyone's are, but that's mine. Invest in yourself, believe in yourself, find your niche, whatever the word is. You find that, you hone that in.
Well, thank you for, you know, believing in us, because we, you know, we are so proud to have, you know, be a part of your business, and just proud to represent, you know, so many photographers' businesses everywhere. And it's so nice to hear that you feel we've been such a part of your growth. So that is so wonderful. And that's what we love to hear. You know, I mean, we do this so that we can help those women that come to you feel beautiful. And that's why Val started this whole thing, is, you know, so that she could help women feel beautiful. And that's what it's all about.
Yes, girl. Yes,
So,
girl, preach.
Yeah.
Seriously, preach.
So,
That's the truth. Yes.
I mean, really, because like we talked about before, we know we're not feeling that good during that time. So
No. And if a dress can do that for you and transform you in your own eyes, it's worth it. It's worth it.
yeah, and
Hands
to be able
down.
to provide that for someone who
Yeah. Right?
wouldn't do it on her own.
Yes,
you know?
exactly. Exactly. Yep.
It means a lot to us to, you know, put that trust in us. So thank you so much.
Well, I love you guys. I love your faces, and I love your guts.
We love your guts back. Okay. I should text him real quick and be like, do you know who Wade Boggs is?
I like, go ahead, because I think it's gonna be funny when Val watches this and we take like mini breaks and we're like, let's just
Let's go through our notes real quick.
just give me a hot second.
About those 2 minutes.
Oh god.
She's gonna be like, you're editing this. And I'm gonna be like, what?
Oh god.
Like, how would I get this down to 10 minutes?
You can't. There is no freaking way. You're gonna have to separate it.
There's a lot we covered, though, for real. We covered a lot.
We did pretty. I'm impressed. Listen, the only thing I need to show you is you asked me would I recommend this to Sew Trendy to other photographers who are just starting out.
What did I miss? Let's cover it.
I think it was just that one, but this is my answer.
Oh, hell yes.
Because it's the truth. Listen, if you want to step your game up, like this is how. Offer
Okay,
your
so,
clients
okay,
luxury.
pause.
Yeah. So, okay. If we keep laughing like this video is going to be an hour and Val is going to kill us.
We're already at 45 minutes.
Well, are you editing it? If the answer is no, then whoever is can deal with it.
So sorry, Val.
Love you.
2 minutes.
She thought this would be too. Did she think this was a speed round? Like, no. For
Well,
14.
She could put us in like 5 times talking speed.
Yeah, or she can cut it into segments and then be like, to hear the answer to this question, watch next week. Tune in next week.
Yes.
Right?
Next week on Tara and Kate. They'll talk about
Oh, God.
Kate's pineapple cup. And then the following week is Yorkies and Shorkies.
We'll talk about Coco
And join us next week for Puppy Talk.
Woof, 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 woof. Did you stalk her?
Are you stalking Wade Boggs' daughter-in-law? What the heck, Mom? You're so weird. I'll be like, she's one of my best friends. Didn't you know?
We're besties. We're getting matching tattoos tomorrow. I don't know, but
Don't you want to go hang out with her? She's gonna take your senior pictures.
Listen, when I take pictures of my kids, 9 times out of 10, I'll have one of my friends do it because you're right, they don't listen to me. Nope.
They're not gonna listen. I'm gonna be like, okay,
smile,
tilt,
and they're like,
tilt. Yeah, it's like the stupidest.
Is that how you
smile?
smile? That is not, I did not make that smile. That is not the smile that came out of me.
No, that's not how
I
we
worked a
smile
little
here.
harder than that,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, come on. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Yes. Listen, just because I'm a mom does not mean that I don't laugh, okay?
Yeah, I can't have fun.
Don't you see all these tattoos? I have a great time.
No, right? It'll be like, Mom, your gecko tattoo has 8 legs after your pregnancy.
The remix. It's fine.